Welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. This is the Privacy Edition. Before we dive on into the news, I want to highlight the new affiliate ExpressVPN, #1 VPN out there these days. And you can use my link there, tlm.li/EV. You can go ahead and click the Getting Started button on the website. You can see that you will get a year of service for $100. You can get 6 months of service for $60 and 1 month for $13. So they do take a variety of things, credit cards, PayPal, Bitcoin, or other. Gestapo payments, I guess? I don't know. But anyway, you guys can follow the links there and have a look at what they have. Let's dive on into the news, shall we? All right, up first, Amazon bans TikTok on employee phones, and it says, whoops, I made a mistake. We accidentally drafted an entire email and accidentally sent it out for like this day functionality that like tomorrow you have to act, and then we accidentally realized what our mistake was. And so we went ahead and accidentally or rescinded what we said. It wasn't a we did it and then we backpedaled. It was all an accident. So basically what this deals with is if you're an employee of Amazon and you have an Amazon email address. In other words, you're not a low-level Amazon guy. You're probably a mid-level manager or higher. Enough that you will actually have an Amazon email address, and you have your email on your phone, you're not allowed to have TikTok on there. So they sent this email out basically saying that, hey, if you have TikTok on your phone, you must remove it by July 10th to retain mobile access to your Amazon email. So this was actually, the article actually came out on the 10th. So literally it comes out on the 10th. They drafted this whole email, quote, due to security risks, the TikTok app is no longer permitted on mobile devices that access Amazon email. A message from Amazon's IT department said to its employees, if you have TikTok on your device, you must remove it by July 10th to retain mobile access to your Amazon email. At this time, using TikTok from your Amazon laptop is allowed. And then they come back and say, oh, no, it was a mistake. And a quote, this morning's email to some of our employees was sent in error. We accidentally drafted this email to not use TikTok, and we accidentally sent it out to everybody. Do you think we're a world of idiots? Well, looking around at what's going on in the world, yes, indeed, we are a world of idiots. So, touche, Amazon, touche. But anyway, apparently enough people at high level at Amazon apparently used TikTok enough that it caused enough of a controversy for Amazon to backpedal. So, very interesting. All right, well, if you are a company that does business in China, you are required by the Chinese government to install this very specific financial information on your financial application on your computer that will basically take all your data and send it back to the Chinese government. It's required for any business running in China. Well, it turns out that thing's had multiple lines of malware in it. This is actually chapter 4. I couldn't wait to see chapters 1, 2, and 3. But the Golden Helper. So the idea is that any business doing business in China has to have this software installed that's supposed to calculate VAT taxes, do some other things. Put the Gestapo's Eye of Sauron right on your computer so the Chinese government can monitor absolutely anything and everything that you're doing. And with all of that, then what's going to happen is you have to have this installed. Well, the whole thing's a backdoor Trojan of all sorts of exciting stuff. So let's see if I can find some of the highlights of it. That's kind of a brief summary. Here we have just kind of the directionality we're going. That's kind of the basic summary. I'm not going to go through all of this, but you can actually find the articles linked in the description down below if you want to go through and read it. It's a huge document looking at a lot of the very things, but it is required for anybody doing business in China. Very exciting. Complete with, malware, because why not? Why not? You just got to have some good malware on your computer. All right, this one's actually not in the list because it's a brand stinking new article, so this is actually not in the list, so you should be able to find it on Ars Technica. the CBP does end run around warrants. It simply buys license plate reader data. You know, all these tow trucks and whatever else. Do you guys realize that tow trucks, police cars, a lot of things have license plate readers built into their devices, and as they drive around, they're just harvesting and collecting data, basically figuring out where people live. This is why, you know, if you're in a place like Pennsylvania where we only have license plates on the back of our car, back into your driveway, so they can't read your license plate from your driveway, or you can, you know, put the car in the garage, put it behind a gate, all sorts of fun stuff so people can't see your license plate when you're parked at home, so that you can, you can maintain a little bit more anonymity through these big company databases. But rather than seek out warrants to figure out who's where and what and where and why, they're just like, we're just going to go to the company and buy the data. We're just going to go buy the data, right? Let's go to the company, buy the data. Here's a nice police car. Or that. Well, this looks like a retired police car, actually, with all these license plate readers on it. That's what they do. So, of course, the cameras are here, and what they're doing is as you're driving by, it's able to see parked cars. It'll see cars directly in the driveways and log where those are seen. And then you can take an algorithm to see, you know, every single time this car drives down this road, this license plate ABC123 is sitting at 666 Elm Street or whatever. And so they can basically figure out where you are based on this data, and then, you know, figure out who owns the license plate, whatever else. Well, U.S. Customs and Border Patrol, Border Protection, can track everyone's cars all over the country thanks to massive troves of automated license plate scanners, according to a new report. And we've actually talked about the scanners in the past. So basically, it's like you can either go get a warrant or just send a few bucks to the company that has all the data and just buy the data. Why not, you know? And so they can pretty much figure out who's where and, you know, do a lot of other reverse engineering searches to figure out what's going on, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, that's exciting. Let me know. What do you guys think about all that? Is that, should this be a doable thing? And this is the big problem with this, what is called the third-party doctrine. This is why you don't want to have all these companies coming in, scooping up all this data, like, oh, once you're on the internet, privacy's dead. I completely disagree with that sentiment. Completely. There are steps you can take to safeguard your privacy on the internet. I mean, that's just the case. Is it perfect? No, it's not. But there are steps you can take. And it's way better to take those steps rather than put a big old neon sign indicating what your social security number is from sitting right on top of your house there, you know. No, CNN, I really don't want you having my email address. You are insane. But anyway, the court system strikes down the EU-US Data Privacy Pact, leaving companies in the lurch. So this is kind of like basically like the Five Spies type network, right? So in the Five Spies type network, what we end up having is the United States can't go in constitutionally and gather data on its citizens. But nothing prevents your United Nations countries from grabbing data on the citizens. And they just kind of share the data. Well, EU actually wants out of that. Are you guys not sensing some degree of war? Like right now, United States not allowed to go travel in Europe. Now EU's kind of saying, no, we don't really want to do business with them. Their reasoning is very simple. They're like, the United States laws are so screwed up that we can't guarantee the privacy of our citizens' data. That's interesting. And this is what leads me to yet another idea that I actually legitimately think that our future dystopia is much more like Viva's for Vendetta, okay? So, I mean, if you see the subplot of that, America and UK, of course the movie's set in UK, but UK and America are not allies anymore. They've kind of parted their ways. Or maybe 1984, where they're also still kind of split. Or actually, I don't know. In 1984, is United States lumped in with Oceania with them? I don't know. Yeah, let me know. But anyway, the courts are basically saying, we don't really want to share data with you anymore because we don't have any confidence that you actually you and your laws in your country actually can protect any of our privacy. They say, I think it's the worst case scenario for U.S. companies. It's difficult to understand what legal option companies have, but it will demand immediate action by EU and policymakers for guidance and reassurance. That's the thing. This is when the EU's like, no, we don't really want to do business with you guys because your privacy stuff is a nightmare. Listen, okay? Listen. Because our data rules in this country are all screwed up. They're completely screwed up. Absolutely. All right, on to our chief story today. Twitter hack. Man, if you've been living under a rock and you don't realize, let's see, Apple, Biden, Obama, Musk, and others tweeted a Bitcoin scam. What they also didn't say, I didn't see it in this article. Maybe it's there, and it was in part of the updated parts. But the guys actually even took control of Twitter's own support handle for like 5 hours. The best thing that comes out of this, I don't have it linked because I don't link satire articles in the weekly news roundup. The Babylon Bee did a fabulous satire piece on this saying, we knew that Twitter was hacked when Joe Biden's account tweeted a coherent sentence. I mean, it was a Bitcoin scam, but it was a coherent sentence. Anyway, I don't know where you sit in all the political stuff, but anyway, that's what's going on. So apparently, this is once again your reminder that we do not want to share data with companies because inside rogues. All evidence right now leads us to believe this is an inside job. So some hackers either paid off or bribed or whatever else or spearheaded people inside of Twitter to gain access. These are most likely, rogue employees at Twitter who granted high-profile access to the hackers to tweet out Bitcoin scams. They end up making a lot of money out of the deal. So all in all, the service of promoting a Bitcoin scam earned its creators nearly $120,000. Not bad for 5 hours of work, 120 G's, 5,000. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So of course, right now, FBI and other places are looking into it. But so the hack got through. The hack actually got through based on Twitter's own internal tools that their own system is going to be using. And so somehow these guys got a hold of those, and I do believe that it was a payoff from the company. This is why I do not want my data on another company without my explicit consent, because this is the type of thing that can happen. Even if the company has the best data policy ever, a rogue employee at the company can still demask anything and everything. And so I think this is a bigger list here. Former President Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Kanye West, Michael Bloomberg, Apple. Twitter took a drastic step. It blocked new tweets from every verified user, compromised or not. Of course, Donald Trump was not involved in this. That is possibly or most likely because his account actually has extra protections that other accounts don't have. And so it's possible that that's why his account wasn't hacked as well. But that was definitely a thing. So yeah. Interesting. So let's see. I actually have a tweet here, but this is just. I mean, this has actually caused a lot of regulators to start looking at Twitter again and other companies like this, because I mean, this was like only 6 months ago. There was another high-profile hack as well, right? When Dorsey's Twitter account was hacked. So you had all these different things. This is actually the tweet sent out. Feeling great, doubling all payments sent to my Bitcoin address. You send $1,000. I send you $2,000. Only doing this for the next 3 minutes. Here's the Bitcoin wallet. A lot of people sent out. So there's from Elon Musk. There's Cash App. Here's from Apple. Woohoo! Apple getting in. Yee. Oh, Kanye West. All right. Yee. Who's that? Jeff Bezos. Woohoo! Wiz Kifla. Whoever. I don't know. Warren Buffett. Joe Biden. Mike Bloomberg, Barack Obama, Mr. Beast. Who's Mr. Beast? I don't know. Floyd Mayweather, Make Out the Hill, XX. I don't want to know. But anyway, that's kind of the lowdown. Does appear to be an inside job. Does appear they were paying insider employees, and that's kind of what we see. So let me know your thoughts to all of these articles in the comments down below. Thank you for watching this video from Switched to Linux. This channel would not be possible without the backing of the program supporters scrolling on the screen now. You can be a supporter at Patreon at patreon.com/TOMM or at thinklifemedia.com. I also want to thank the open source community who creates such excellent software that makes producing this show possible. Please remember to support your software communities. Thank you, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux.